Hello, this is your girl Pam for Christ. In one of our counseling sessions, we were talking about, the different ways where your blessings can get hindered. Now, this is only talking about one particular way. There are a lot of different ways your blessings can get hindered, but just speaking out of a personal standpoint, from a friend of mine that I've known for a very, very long time, and also, even from my standpoint, but the thing about it is certain relationships, that you have can actually hinder your blessings. Those relationships need to get severed. Now, my thing is when you've been in a relationship with a person for a long time, I'm talking about it could be family, it could be a friendship, it can be a boyfriend girlfriend or something like that. But you try to hold on to those relationships, and that's not what God wants you to do, because you can't go forward in what God has in His will, because we don't know God's will. That's why we say, okay, Lord, let your will be done. But God has a particular will for each and every last one of us. But if we're trying to do things and hold on to stuff that God doesn't want us to hold on to, then we can't go forward in His will to do what He wants us to do. So everything is pretty much put on pause, or is either pretty much pushed back until we let go of certain things. But in this particular situation, those certain things, well, this certain thing is relationship wise. And I can remember, even with me being engaged, to my fiance, I'm with him for like a whole entire 4.5 years. But at the same time, my thing is he was a huge hindrance. I mean, I should have, got with him, talked to him for a little while or whatever, learn what I needed to learn, and then leave. But see, that's not what happened. And at the point where God was trying to tear me apart from him, I didn't want God to tear me apart from him, because so many things had happened, in between the time when it was, my time was up with that person, and I should have just went on about my business. I didn't do that. So I was going through pure hell with this particular guy, because I didn't sever the relationship when God wanted me to sever it. So yeah, I put a lot of things on hold, trying to hold on to him for an additional 2.5 years, when I should have just went ahead and let him go after that second year, after everything was already, done and planned and put in place, and God wanted me to, like I said, learn what I need to learn and then go about my business. But I had noticed then, why I, after the fact, I had, put two and two together and was like, oh, okay, well, that's why I was going through the hell I was going through, or whatever, blah, blah, blah. Then I had, other people coming to me, God sending people to come to me and minister to me and tell me, this is the reason why. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, no wonder. But, everything started happening. I started getting blessed, very, very fast after the fact that I had left, that particular person alone. So I'm like, oh, okay. I said, now I see what, you're talking about. So from that point on, I was very, very mindful about my relationships, and, praying to God about those relationships, whether or not I needed to keep the relationship, or, let the relationship go, or Lord, how long do you want me to have this particular relationship? And like I said, that can be friends, family members, that can be, relations, intimate relationships, it really doesn't matter, because every person that you see and that you meet, they're there for a particular time, they're there for a particular reason. Like I said, even if it's just for that one time when you meet them, for 30 seconds, 60 seconds, one day, 1 week, 1 year, 1 month, 2 years, 10 years. I mean, it really doesn't matter. Everyone has a time in the season, and at some given point in time, your season is up. Like I said, whether or not you've been friends for life with a person and you end up passing away, well, your season was up when that person passed, or when you passed, or whatsoever. So I mean, regardless of the time frame, like I said, 1 second to the end of your life, it really doesn't matter. But in that particular situation, like I said, I understood, and now I became mindful of that of that. And like I said, everything that I learned, I always try to share, and I always try to tell other people, especially when I know that it's going to be beneficial to them. And my dear friend, I tried to tell that person the exact same thing, and then the thing about it is other people came and tried to tell that person the exact same thing that I was saying, and it took that person so long to really, really realize that, wow, I have a sibling that's really holding up my blessings. And it's like every time that person make a move, the sibling makes a move, and they're always up under that person. And I'm saying to myself, I'm like, wow, you're grown. I'm talking about like literally almost half a century old grown. And I'm like, you still running up behind, your sibling, you still, being lazy, you don't want to, work, you don't want to take responsibility. And it's like you're lying, to that person, you're stealing from that person, you're doing so much unimaginable things, to the point where I'm like telling them, baby, God ain't finna, God got plenty of blessings, and He don't mind about throwing them out there. But when you deliberately keeping and holding on to a relationship, excuse me, because you're thinking that well, blood is thicker than water, blood is blood, blah blah blah. Excuse me, I'm gonna need you to start rereading that Bible, baby, because if God told Abraham he needed to leave, and he needed to separate from Lot and all this other stuff. God was telling Abraham to do. What makes you think that God won't tell you to do the same thing? Because God knew that Abraham couldn't have Lot with him when he got ready to take him forward and bless him. You know what I'm saying? And Lot was his nephew. You know, so and Lot was blood. And Abraham was crazy about Lot. Abraham was treating Lot like he was his actual son. You know, that's how much he loved Lot. But you know, like I said, I mean, you got siblings and you got family members and you got relationships. You got people that's holding on to your coattail and they hindering your blessing. And God's not able to do nothing for you. God's not able to bless you. You know, until you get rid of those particular people. And you're going to keep going around the same old circle, the same old mountain, the same old tree until you learn how to let that person go and then you get it together. Then, yeah, you can get your blessings. You know, God can do what he needs to do for you. And that's the thing about it. I mean, by the time this person decides to actually let this particular sibling go, God's going to pour out so many blessings on this person, you know, and because it's going to be like, how they say, it's going to be like back pay. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you finna get everything that you should have been getting while you was holding on to this particular sibling that's been holding you back, because this sibling, like I said, I mean, it's literal bad news. And I mean, almost got, you know, this person in trouble on several occasions, you know, could have got this person thrown in jail on several occasions, you know, especially with, you know, dealing with drugs and stuff like that. And, you know, leaving certain materials in this person's car and in this person's house, and you know, like I said, bringing the wrong element around this person's children, and bringing the you know, just so many different things that, you know, this person was exposing their sibling to that really was detrimental to you know, my friend. But they didn't want to listen, and right now literally still not listening. But like I said, you wondering why you're not getting your blessing, and that's the reason why. So, you know, to all the ones that's out there that's holding on to these relationships that God been telling you to let go, like I said, whether or not it's, oh, well, I've been with my boyfriend for 2 years, I've been with my boyfriend for 4 years. Oh, okay, and that means what? Because you should have been broke up with him 1, 2, 3 years ago. You know what I'm saying? You did what you needed to do for this person. You know, you helped out this person. You know, this person is grown, very grown, and they still hanging on to your coattail, but you wondering why all hell is steady breaking loose in your house, in your home, you know, in your life, you know, for your you know, your vehicles, for your bank account. I mean, and we all got our own particular things that we have to go through. We have to you know, that God has to teach us. But you know, like I said, we're talking about relationships right now. You know, so several those relationships that you know that are toxic, you know, that you know that's meaning you no good, you know, because like I said, you said holding yourself back. I mean, why? You know, yeah, you say blood thicker than water, but at the same time, obviously your sibling don't think blood is thicker than water because they keep betraying you over and over and over again. And like I said, the plenty of times where they keep getting in trouble, they can literally get you put in prison, and they can literally get you in trouble, just like they're in trouble. You really think that blood's thicker than water now? No, because they don't care nothing about you. They're selfish. They're greedy. They don't care nothing about you. They all out for themselves, and they're using you, and you see it, and you even steady telling, you know, your sibling about that. Oh, I see what you're doing, blah, 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 but yet you won't let that person go. You still letting them, you know, eat your food and lay up in your house and not pay any bills, and you know, use your car. You letting them take your money, take your bank card. I mean, they doing crazy stuff. Do what they want. Stay out all times of night. Disrespect you. Talk crazy to you. Ready to fight you and all this other stuff, but yet you won't let them go. You ain't got no obligation to this person at all, period. They need to go ahead and grow up. But that person will never grow up while you steady coddling them like they're a baby, but they almost half a century old. Oh, okay, well, that's going to be on you, but I'm Pam with Pam for Christ. I'm just relaying the message, just letting you guys know. Like I said, toxic relationship, and even if you got any twinge and think that it's a toxic relationship, just go ahead and pray about it. And let God go ahead and tear it up for you. Because my thing is, I'm quick now to be like, okay, God, if it's not meant for me to talk to this person, or you know, like be with this person, or you know, even be friends with this person, or even go out to the restaurant with this person, you know, like I said, a date, relationship, kinfolks, it really don't even matter. Because even with my kinfolks, oh, what, you want me to go out of town with you? Oh, okay, all right, I'll get back with you. And when I say I get back with you, that means I need to pray, because like I said, God can see what's gonna happen down the road. I don't. So I'm ready and gung ho to go ahead and go out, or go out of town with you, and go to this place and go to that place, and I'm putting myself in potential danger. Or, you know, it just wasn't meant for me to take this road trip. You know what I'm saying? Because it ain't no telling what may happen. It ain't no telling whether or not I snap on you because me and you ain't got no good relationship, and I end up in jail because I done broke your neck because you said something crazy. Some people just not ready for particular things, and if God knows that you're not mature, you're not ready for it, then He gonna make sure He sever it. And I tell God all the time, hey God, I'm gonna need you to sever this relationship if it's not meant to be, and if it is meant to be, tell me what I need to learn out of this, and let that be it. So if I meet somebody on the street and they say that they want to be friends or something like that, or it don't matter who it is. I mean, hey, I may talk to this person just like with my godmama's friend. My godmama had a friend or whatever that came and delivered some things to me, and of course we exchanged numbers. But I talked to this lady. She was a sweet lady, and she was going through so many things, and the things that she was going through, I had already been through them. So I was able to talk to her and coach her through, and we were only talking for one day. That was it. We exchanged numbers like we was gonna be friends forever, but we talked for one day, and that was it. And I, talked to her, ministered to her, said what I needed to say, did what I needed to do, and after that, that was it. So God, I feel that God just wanted me to be able to share my experience with her, so she'll know that, baby, you ain't going through this by yourself, baby. You ain't alone. This ain't the first time this right here to happen. But then, sometimes you have to hear it from a total stranger before you decide to actually want to stop doing it. And that's what ended up happening. She heard it from a total stranger. She stopped doing what she was doing. And my godmama reported back to me and told me. And that was it. So that was my relationship with this lady. It was a 24 hours. It was a one-day relationship with this lady. Because when I got through praying about it, that's what God told me. After the fact that, I didn't hear no more from her. Even though I asked my godmama like a month later, how she was doing or whatever, blah, blah, blah. And, my godmama told me that about the conversation that me and the lady had. And she actually took my advice and she did everything that I told her to do. And now the lady is doing so much better, financially. The lady's doing so much better physically, because that toxic relationship that she probably still trying to hold on to, it was tearing her body down. And like I told her, baby, I done been through that 3 times. We're trying to hold on to a toxic relationship, boyfriend-girlfriend relationship, and it was tearing my body down, tearing my organs down, got you stressed, got you, worried, headaches, migraines, all this other stuff, whatever. But I'm just glad that I was able to help. But my thing is, start praying about whatever relationship, that you start or you get into, or even an old relationship, or even a current relationship, or even a family relationship. Just still pray about it. Because like I said, I mean, just because they family don't mean that they mean you no good. And like I said, I mean, look at my friend. That still don't mean that they mean you any good just because they're related to you, they're blood kin to you. That means absolutely nothing. But my thing is, you was born in this world by yourself, butt booty naked, and when you die, you're gonna die by yourself. Okay? They ain't gonna be with you. So stop worrying about all these other people. You can worry about them to a certain extent, where you need to do for them, pray for them, or whatever. But, stop worrying about it to the point where you feel that you need to call them and you need to, treat them like babies when they 30, 40, 50, 60 years old, because it don't work like that. Let God do what He gonna do. Because if you stay trying to call them and not let God do what He need to do, then you're gonna keep pushing yourself back. Simple as that. But this is your girl, Pam for Christ. Like, share, subscribe, and also let me hear your stories as well about that. So love you guys, and peace.